So do you also use Stripe to sell your products online? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pably Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to notify team on Google Chat when a Stripe payment is made. So like you, I also use Stripe to sell my products online, and now what I want is that as soon as we receive a new payment through Stripe, I want to notify my team on Google Chat about the same. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Stripe and Google Chat, and we are going to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language using an amazing automation software which is Pably Connect. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to automatically notify your team on Google Chat whenever you receive a new Stripe payment. This is a great way to keep your sales and support team or finance team instantly updated in real time, so no payment gets unnoticed. Let's set this up step by step together. So to do this, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pably Connect simply by searching pably.com/connect in my browser. Now it is opening the landing page of Pably Connect right over here. And Pably Connect is an easy to use automation software which requires no programming or coding language. And using Pably Connect only, we're going to create a connection between Stripe and Google Chat. And how are we going to do that? For that, you have to watch this tutorial till the end, alright? So over here, I'm just going to open the landing page of Pably Connect. But before we move on further and create this automation, I'll just show you something really helpful. This is the Pably community where automation users, business owners, and marketers connect. Pably community is a space where users share their ideas, solutions, and workflow tips. So if you are stuck at any step, the community is a great resource for guidance. And if you also want to join this amazing community, then the link is given in the description box below. Make sure to check it out. Alright, now over here I'm just going to move on further and create this automation. For that, I'm just going to open the landing page of Pably Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pably apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pably. But in today's video, we are going to use Pably Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now, right over here to access my Pably Connects account. And now it is opening the dashboard of my Pably Connects account. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me to select the workflow builder. So over here we have two options, the new one and the classic one. So the new workflow builder is faster, more flexible, and for those who want a modern interface, while the classic one on the other hand is perfect for users who prefer a stable, tried and tested setup. So you can use any one from this. I'm just going to use this new one, so I'm just going to go towards the select of the new one. Now I'm just going to simply enter the workflow name and select the folder I want to save the workflow in. And after selecting both of this, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says create, and once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says add trigger. Alright, so now for the trigger application, I'm just going to simply select it as Stripe right over here. So I'm just going to simply search for Stripe, and then I'm just going to simply select Stripe right over here. And as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select it. And after selecting this, I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply select the trigger event which is new charge. charge and click on this button which says connect. And once I'm just going to click on this connect over here, it is giving me a webhook URL using which we're going to create a connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply copy this webhook URL, then I'm just going to open my Stripe account. And after opening my Stripe account, I'm just going to go towards this left hand of the site, and over here you're going to see the option of this developers. So I'm just going to simply go towards this developers and then towards this webhooks. And after coming over here towards this webhooks, we simply have to go towards this add endpoint button. So we're just going to simply paste the URL which we copied from the workflow. Now for the description, if you wish, you can definitely enter the description, but this is not the required field, so I'm just going to leave it as blank. It is saying listen to, so I'm just going to simply select it as events on your account. Now for the version, I'm just going to select the current version, and now I'm just going to select the events right over here. So in the help text, it has clearly mentioned that select the event as charge succeeded. So I'm just going to do the same. I'm just going to simply open this charge right over here, and then I'm just going to go towards this charge succeeded and click on this add events, and now I'm just going to click on this add endpoint. And once I'm just going to click on this add endpoint, yes, you can see that my webhook URL has been added right over here in my Stripe account. And now with this, we have successfully created a connection between Stripe and Pabbly Connect, but now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and we have to do a test submission in order to capture this webhook response. For that, I'm just going to open my Stripe account, and now from the left hand of the site, I'm just going to go towards this payment links, and over here I'm just going to copy a payment link, and I'm just going to do the test submission for the same. Let's say I'm just going to copy this link right over here, which is Natural Glow Refreshing Face Toner, and I'm just going to open it in a new tab, and I'm just going to do the test submission of the same. So to do the test submission, I'm just going to simply enter my details right over here. I'm just going to simply enter all of my details. I'm just going to enter the card information too, then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to simply enter the card holder name right over here, and then I'm just going to simply enter the billing details. And after entering all of these details, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says pay. And once I'm just going to click on this pay, it is saying payment processing. So we're just going to wait for a few seconds, and as you can see that we have successfully completed this purchase. So now I'm just going to open my workflow, and Pabbly has captured the response for the same. Over here you're going to see all the details. You can see the ID. We're just going to move on further. Over here you're going to see all the details. You're going to see the name, email, and the address too. I'm just going to show you the details, the name, the email, and the address too. And now using these details only, I'm just going to notify my team on Google Chat. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to simply click on this button which says add new action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to simply select it as Google Chat Hangout. So I'm just going to search for it and select it. Now for the event, I'm just going to simply select it as create message and click on this connect. Now it is asking me for the chat webhook URL, and how are we going to get that? For that, I'm just going to open the space in which I want to send this message. From here we have to go towards this space name and then apps and integrations, and after coming over here we have to go towards this webhooks, and as you can see that I have already added the webhook URL. How you can add a new? You simply have to go towards this add webhook. You have to enter your webhook name, enter the avatar URL. This is not compulsory to enter the avatar URL, just it is compulsory to enter the webhook name and click on this button which says save, and your webhook URL will be added, or you can see the webhook will be added, and you're going to get the URL right over here. I've already created this, so I'm just going to simply copy this link, and I'm just going to paste it right over here in the chat webhook URL. And now for the message, I want to send them a message something like this. I'm just going to show you the message something like this, right, which has name, ID, and the rest of the details. So I'm just going to simply enter this message right over here, and as you can see that I'm simply going to enter this message right over here. And after entering this message, I'm just going to simply enter the details of my customers in this message, and then I'm just going to send that message on my Google Chat space so that my team can be notified about the new payment. But I'm not going to enter the details manually right over here by typing it like this, but instead I'm just going to map it. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step, and when we insert the data from the previous step, automatically the data becomes dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm simply going to map this name right over here. So I'm just going to look for name and map it, and then I'm just going to map the email address. So right now the details will be sent for smart, but let's say tomorrow we receive a new payment, or today only we receive a new payment, then automatically the details over here which we are mapping is going to change, but the message which is the template will remain same. And I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, and once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent a Google Chat message. So I'm just going to open my space right from here, and as you can see that we have successfully notified our team about smart user. You're going to see the same name, same email address, the payment via, which is card, and over here is the ID. So yes, you can see that we have successfully notified our team on Google Chat. All right, so with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but now I'm just going to test this in real time. All right, and now I'm just going to check that if it is running in real time or not. So let's say I'm just going to purchase this product once again, and this time what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to directly open my Google Chat and check that if my team is getting notified or not. So let's say I'm just going to simply enter my details right over here first. I'm just going to enter the card information right over here, and then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to enter the address, and after entering all of these details, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says pay. And once I'm just going to click on this pay, it is saying processing, so I'm just going to wait for a few seconds, and as you can see, it is saying thank you for your payment. All right, so now I'm just going to open my Google Chat space, and as you can see that in real time and within seconds we have received a message right over here. It is saying new Stripe payment received, the name, the email, the payment via, and ID. So yes, you can see that our workflow is running perfectly fine in real time too. So you also have to test this workflow once, that if it is running in real time or not, and if not, then you have to go towards this mapping and check that if you have mapped the details correctly or not. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, and now whenever we're going to receive a new payment from Stripe, automatically my team on Google Chat will be notified. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. All of this is going to happen in backend, and we can just sit back and relax. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.